when a guy's like overly cocky, overly confident, don't use too much aggression against him. Let him come to you. Bait him like you're baiting a bull. And once he attacks, you move away, right? Because when you're allowing a bull to come to you, you're letting him lose his energy. You see, you're tiring him out, so that when it's time for you to attack, use his tactics. He's already tired. He's already weak. He's already desiring you. See what I'm saying? So you're exhausting him. You're making him work. And this is how we're going to be doing it through this video. And you're going to learn some of these tactics. And so how do we use this? You first have to find out what your enemy is strong in. Alright, find out his strengths. Alright, for example, if his strengths are what he relies in to get validation. For example, if a guy has money and he derives his sense of self from money, then the way he manipulates you is through money. You see? So you use his money against him by saying no to his money, by not allowing him to give you whatever he deems as validation, the means to validation. You see? So if a guy's used to giving you money, all you have to do is say no to the money. Alright? Said no one ever, right? But when you do that, he's gonna feel helpless. And when you say no to the money, he's gonna find other ways to find validation. And that's how you make him weak, because you're starving him for validation. So for example, applying it to dating is simple. You neutralize him by doing that, alright? So you get the man weak, get him wanting you, alright? You don't open up, okay? And then you say I love you when you know that he felt that he lost you. You see, for example, like, the best time to say I love you to a guy is to say it when he feels like he's losing you. You see? Because that's the moment when he's actually needing that validation. Like, he felt that he lost you, so now he'll take anything. You see? So and we're gonna be using and I'm gonna teach you how to do this through the tactics on this video. Alright? So realize that people, men in general, are impatient by nature. It's our aggression. Alright? So use a guy's impatience and eagerness against him. In war, it requires more effort to conquer land than to hold it. You see? It requires more effort to attack than to defend. For the most part, when a person attacks, they're in a place of weakness. They show their cards. So anytime you put them on the defensive with a counter, like not responding to his non-response or a preemptive breakup, you see, then it'll make him feel uncomfortable, because they're usually on the attack. They're usually the one making you chase. But now you getting on the defensive by being reactive through the tactics I'm going to be using. So if you want him to give you more, bring it out in him. You see, if you want your customers to spend more money on you, make them need something. You see, you want him to make the first move. You bait him by feigning weakness. You see, an easy target is hard to resist. This strategy has been done as one of the best strategies in war. It's subtle, deceptive, and it's always puts you on the side of strength. If a woman was smart, she'll use that as a way to manipulate guys. You know, like, yeah, come here to me, boy, come here to me. And the guy's like, yeah, easy target. You see, and the easy target can be seen as being receptive to him, acting like you have no barriers, acting like you fell in love with him. So now he's like, ooh, I had this girl, now I could do whatever I want with her. You see? So then what's gonna happen? Because he knows he can do whatever you want with you, then he attacks, and now you take a step back. You see? And you counter by being unreceptive to his attacks. He thought he was certain that he was gonna get a reaction from you, but now you threw him off. Alright? Okay, so the bait is the weakness, and the counter is the barrier. Alright? For example, you bait as though you want to kiss him, right? You show interest, you fix yourself up, right? You baited him, right? And then he goes for the move, offensive, because he's still like easy target. Then you counter. Ooh, what are you doing, boy? You can't kiss me. You see what I'm saying? Counter. Whoa, what are you doing? Now he's like, oh shit, he's hurt. That's a counter, all right? So these are some counters you could do. Never be the first in nicknames. For example, don't call him babe. Make him be the one that first gives you a nickname. Alright, don't call him babe, don't call him anything. Make him be the first one who gives you a nickname. Never be the first to kiss. Let him do it by insinuating that you like it. You know, for example, you say, for example, like, the way you bait him is like saying, because you know, never go for the kiss, never give him nicknames. But the way you bait him is like this. You say, man, I love when guys give me nicknames. I just find it so hot. You see? Or like saying, I love when guys go for the first kiss. I find that so hot. What's gonna happen in his mind? Like, oh, okay. Hey, babe. They're like, oh, what are you doing? No, don't call me babe. I don't let people call me babe. Only real close people who call me that. Only when we have a good relationship, you call me that. You see? And now, since you know he wants to call you that, now you can bring it up any other time you want. Now you have the power. Now you know what he wants because you baited him. Alright? And then set the barrier by denying him, but now you know. That's pretty much what I said. You see? You let him show his cards by being on defensive, being weak, and then once he shows his cards, you counter him through setting that barrier. So once you give him a lot of attention, right, and you know you show him that you like him, and then you back off, right? When you back off, he's gonna go towards you. You see, and when he goes towards you, you set the barrier. Like, oh, whoa, relax. Like, you see, like the little barrier is what makes him. Like, he's like, please give me something. You're like, wait. You see? Like, he's aggressive. And so if he's here and he wants to go here, and you know he wants to go here, so all you gotta do is just say, you know what, okay, come, and he'll go there. You see? You're baiting him. You're riling him up and you're baiting him. Alright, so the reason why this tactic works so well is because as humans, we find it hard to wait. You see, for example, it's a good way to do it is setting up the date a week in advance. You see, for example, like saying, oh, I cannot wait to hang out. Let's hang out next week, or let's hang out in a week and a half. All right, and throughout the whole week of waiting for the date, you text him, I cannot wait to see you. I cannot wait to see you. And so what you're doing here is you're riling up desire, but with a barrier. There, you see? And so there's nothing he can do but to desire you more. Because the only way he can do this is just imagine. And that's how this tactic works. It's a very simple way to do it. And so patience is a virtue that most people haven't developed, especially men. Especially when they're horny as fuck, right? It causes people to limit their options and make hasty decisions without thinking. The advantage of patience is that it puts you in good positions to attack. Most people don't wait for the right moment. You, on the other hand, you wait. You see, you're patient. You know, you don't think reactively, you think proactively, right? You wait, and when the moment comes, you're already prepared because you were thinking about it. You see? So when you develop patience, you have more options. You see, that's the thing, is that developing patience in this sense is long-term thinking. Not just thinking over the next year, oh, I'm getting older. No, think long-term. Everything, think long-term, all right? Because if you don't, things that are not that complicated become complicated. You see? And this is the beauty of that. You think long-term, and rather than fighting little wars, like bad little relationships, staying in bad relationships because you're thinking short-term, you want the guy, and you're not thinking long-term, you fight these little wars that aren't necessary. You stay in relationships that you're just supposed to leave. You see? And you wait for the big one. Okay, so you stay in the relationship because out of fear of losing, because you think you're not going to get another one. You see? And that's a problem, all right? And that's what's going to sabotage you from using these tactics the right way. So the key to all of this, okay, pretty much for it to work, is you have to develop presence of mind and remain calm as your opponent attacks. You see? So when the guy is being aggressive, when you baiting him, he's being aggressive, you can't give in. You see, like he's acting like he's not texting you, he's acting like he's not going to text you back. You got to remain calm. You got to learn to be calm in the midst of chaos. Alright, so this is how you do it. You focus on your breath and you remain present. Rather than you bringing your attention to your brain, because that's what happens. You feel nervous and what happens? You focus on your brain. Rather than that, you focus on the breath. You see? So your mind, what's going to happen? Why hasn't he texted me? Is not going to have the energy to think because you're focusing on the breath, and the breath can't think. You see? So you can remain more calm.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19, and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get out. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace, and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship, and this a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you can read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.